Well, music may be the key to treating people with brain injuries.
Still ahead, how researchers are using music to tap into an active part of the brain.
And a new children's book with a great message. We'll tell you how this book is helping sick children at local hospitals.
And we like to give shout-outs to our most dedicated eyewitnesses, and Michael Frey is a SoCal native who grew up in Westminster and now lives in downtown Los Angeles. He's a lawyer by day, an amateur photographer by night. Photography is his way of capturing the emotion of a moment.
And Michael loves sharing pictures of his unique nighttime cityscapes and sprinkles in some pasta pictures to make his grandmother proud. Aww. He says LA has so many stories to tell, and he's inspired by sharing them with his images. We'd like to thank Michael for tagging his post with hashtag ABC7 Eyewitness. How would you like to help some local Cub Scouts help sick children? All you have to do is buy a book.
And here with the details on this great cause is Barbara Saltzman and Cub Scout Patrick Lowenstein. Barbara, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about the Jester and Farley Fund. It's a book, and tell us about the name of it.
It is. The Jester and Farley Fund grows from a children's book called The Jester Has Lost His Jingle, which my son wrote and illustrated as his senior project at Yale. He unfortunately was diagnosed with cancer in the middle of it and died after graduation, but we promised him before he passed away that we would see that the book would be presented and published the way he wanted it done, and would be given free to children with cancer and other challenges.
I'm sorry for your loss, but what a wonderful inspiration, you know, continuing his legacy. So good for that.
Thank
you.
And
Patrick, how do you feel being involved with this project as a Cub Scout?
I feel good knowing that I'm helping children going through rough times.
Very good.
And there's a lot of books that have been sold, Barbara. Let's talk about it. How many books have been sold?
Well over 330,000, and hundreds of thousands have been donated to children all over the country.
And a lot of local children here, several hospitals. Can you talk about that?
Yes, we've donated to every hospital in Southern California. And we recently came across a young boy I met when he was 5, when the book came out 22 years ago. He's now 27. And I read the story and gave it to him. And he said it changed his life and kept him alive.
Wow.
His mother had been told that he would not live to his 8th birthday, and he's now 27.
That's a wonderful
that gave me
story.
chills.
I know. Like, and let's talk about it, because there are a lot of kids who are still battling cancer, and they're being given gifts while they're in the hospital as well. Talk about that.
Yes, what we'd like to do is we raise funds to donate the book to children all over the country in children's hospitals and other centers where they treat children with cancer. And when children are diagnosed, they receive the Jester book and the Jester and Farley doll to help them get through all of the issues that they're going to be dealing with.
And speaking of getting through, I know this is one of the most difficult things a parent can go through, or the most difficult thing a parent can go through. How has this been cathartic for you?
It has been wonderful to see the impact that David's own story and his optimism and his joy and love for life have on the children who receive the book. And it's been so rewarding to see how many children now come back and contact us as young people who are now raising their own families. And the book is not just for children with cancer or who are ill. David wrote it for everyone.
Yes, that is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. And Patrick, good job. You keep that goodwill up.
Yes.
I'm very proud of you. You're 11 years old and you're already doing good for the world. So thank you very much. To learn more about the Jester Has Lost His Jingle and the Jester and Farley Fund, you can go to jester.org. Very easy to do.
Oh, it looks like a great book,
yeah, it does.
too. All right, well, thank you both for joining us. Happy holidays. We're going to switch gears now. We're going to go over to Danny Romero. We're going to talk about our AccuWeather forecast, where, Danny, it's going to start feeling sort of holiday-esque.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, winter arrives here later on this week, Thursday, and it's going to start feeling like wintry kind of weather in a few spots. I'll show you that in a second. Right now, we check out how Van Nuys looks, and it's 68 degrees.